No, I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night. No, I can't sleep at night.
And as promised, we are right back with you here for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the South Jersey Kings and the Trenton Capitals. The Kings took a nail-biter in game number 1, went to extra innings, took a 3-2 win. Thanks to the walk-off single that was a little moody hop over the head of shortstop Ethan Tolbert off the bat of Andrew Schenk, who got the RBI single, bringing home the game-winning run for the Kings. And now here they come in game number 2, seeking to win that second straight of the doubleheader right here. It's Connor Calora on the mound with Peter Longo behind the dish. Tyler Shoppy on first with Enzilla on second and Enrico Tofano on third. Ty Mercado is your shortstop. And it's Matthew Giuliano, Jordan Raba, and Buchanan, the right fielder. Going from left to right with Giuliano, Raba, and Buchanan. Up first at the plate is Jake Knapp for the Capitals. First one's going to be a called strike 1. Swing and a miss there from Knapp on the second pitch as well. Connor Calora just wrapped up his high school career at Bordentown High School, a LaSalle commit. A 1.65 earned run average in his senior season through 59 innings. He allowed just 34 hits and 14 earned runs along with 87 strikeouts. He gets one going right here to start off this game. 1-2 caught swing is Jake Knapp. And Connor Calora starting off his day with a swinging strikeout.
Center fielder Carl Wisman.
Now on comes Carl Wisman. You heard him over our airwaves yesterday towards the latter half of the ECCBL All-Star game between the North and the South. Wisman was joined by his teammate Tyler Baraski, who is 6th in the order today and is the extra hitter out there for the Capitals. Wisman starts off with a 1-0, make that a 2-0 count. That fastball is going to be inside now for a 3-0 count on Wisman. So after 3 strikes on his first 4 pitches, Connor Calora losing the control a bit here against Wisman. And of course, the 3-0 is going to find its way into the strike zone like it always does. This is just the second game Calora has pitched this summer, as Wisman fouls that one off. And Peter Longo kind of tipped that one up into the air with his bare hand. Even if he caught it, it wasn't going to be an out, but having a little fun out there. But Connor Calora on June 22nd faced the Quakertown Blazers, pitched 5 2/3 innings, and threw 91 pitches. He was credited with the loss in that one after allowing 6 hits and 2 earned runs, 4 runs being scored while on the mound. He has a 3-2 pitch and just walked Carl Wisman right there. He had 6 strikeouts in that one. It all came out to a 2.471 earned run average. But again, that is just on 5.2 innings pitched. This being his second game of the summer. So now on comes Jack Gill. He fouls off the first pitch. Calora winds up and delivers. The fastball is going to be just outside for the ball. A 1-1 count on Gill. Jack Gill wrapping up his freshman season at Wheaton University. A .284 average in his freshman campaign with 7 doubles and 1 triple along with 17 RBIs. Swings on that one, fouls it right off. Was hovering over the dugout to his left right there for a while. The Kings dugout, that is. He's got a 1-2 count. That one's going to be a called strike. And Gill will be retired once again. The second strikeout of the inning for Connor Calora.
40, right fielder Jack Mislin.
And now on comes Jack Mislin. Wisman is on first thanks to the walk. Mislin steps up to the plate. That breaking ball coming in at 70 miles an hour. Wisman is going to successfully steal second. That ball trekking out all the way out to right center after the throw from Longo is not corralled by Enzilla or Mercado. It's a 2-0 count with Wisman now on second after that stolen base. Oh, we're going to get called strike one of the at-bat right there. Jack Mislin. First time we're seeing it today. 2 back-to-back called strikes on him. Mislin, this is just his 4th at-bat of the summer. He's 0 for 4 with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts to his name. Both of them have been caught looking. He was caught looking at those last 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss there as that ball is in the dirt. Mislin heads back to his dugout. And Connor Kalora, although it took him 19 pitches, finishes things off with 3 strikeouts through 4 hitters here in the top of the first. Heading over to the bottom. John Donahue takes the mound for the Capitals. We saw him in game 1 with an at-bat or 2. Now we're going to see him with the ball in his hand up there on the mound. Jordan Raba up at the plate when we return in the bottom of the first. Welcome in here to the bottom of the first. Ben Chadwick with you, taking you through game 2, as well as game 1 of the Trenton Generals and Mercer Mammoths, game 2 of the Trenton Generals and Mercer Mammoths, game 1 of the South Jersey Kings and the Trenton Capitals, and game 2 of the South Jersey Kings and the Trenton Capitals. Here in the bottom of the first. John Donahue on the mound, the Seton Hall commit out of Montgomery High School. First fastball way outside for a ball 1 on Jordan Raba. Now Donahue pitched over 31 innings this past spring for Montgomery as that fastball finds the bottom left corner. In those 31 innings, he allowed 20 hits and 19 earned runs, along with 55 strikeouts. It all comes out to a 4.24 earned run average. Another fastball is going to be outside and low for a 2-1 count. Here is the 2-1 offering. Once again, finding that bottom left corner. Raba slightly disagreeing, but stepping back and ready to continue the at-bat. Two from Donahue. Fastball. Just going to be low and away. Boy, a real similar spot to those first 2 called strikes as well. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on and fouled off by Raba. John Donahue, this is just the 4th inning he's pitched in so far this summer. Only thrown 45 pitches in total. He's allowed 2 hits across 3 innings, along with 2 earned runs and 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. Make that 3 hits, here in his 4th inning of work as Raba grounds that one out into right field. Jack Mislin crouching down and make the grab. But not before Raba finds his way onto first for the first hit of the game.
Number 7, right fielder, Austin Buchanan.
And now on comes Austin Buchanan. Donahue's 7th pitch, breaking ball that goes way high and then cuts back at the last second. Thought that one was heading for us for a few seconds there. Put enough spin on it to get it out and down, but not down enough. Second pitch into Buchanan is also going to be a ball. Two-0 count on him. He's a 192 hitter so far this summer. Seen 26 at-bats, has 5 hits in them. Now it's a 2-1 count against Donahue. 5 hits, 1 double, and 1 home run on the summer. He's got 4 RBIs and 8 walks to his name with only 3 strikeouts. Here's his 2-1 offering. Checks his swing, but it's going to be in play. Donahue chasing it down, making the throw over to first, taking Epolina off the bag a little bit, but he gets his foot down for out number 1.
Number 33, second baseman, Dom Inzilla.
We counted as a bunt there for Buchanan. Drop over there on second. Up now is Dom Inzilla. That breaking ball's in the dirt. Starts Inzilla off with a 2-0 count. The Wagner commit just wrapped up his high school career at Allentown High School. A 371 hitter for them. With 5 doubles and 1 home run. 2-0 fastball. Low and outside for now a 3-0. Offering is going to go past the glove of Meskel. And Raba will now advance on to third. They're going to say Inzilla went around with the bat on that as well. Going past ball or wild? I thought it was. So did I. And there's the 4th ball there. No swing coming in from Dom Inzilla, putting runners on the corners here for the South Jersey Kings. Still only 1 out on the board for them.
Number 31, catcher Peter Longo.
So as Raba advances on the wild pitch, Inzilla on the very next pitch walks himself over to first. And now on comes Peter Longo. Heading into his junior season at Fairleigh Dickinson, a near 300 hitter this past spring in his sophomore campaign. Big swing and a miss on that first one. Longo, a 128 hitter so far this summer. 5 for 39 with a double. Donahue checking Inzilla over there on first. A 293 hitter in the spring, as I mentioned, with an 846 OPS. He had 6 doubles and a couple of home runs. Did strike out 20 times compared to his 13 walks, as this one's going to be popped sky high, going to be right over the Capitals dugout. And it'll be an 0-2 count after that foul ball. O2 offering coming up from John Donahue right here. Here's the pitch. This one popped up. And it'll be right over our heads here in the press box behind home plate. That back continuing. Donahue's 20th pitch of the afternoon coming up right here. He's got runners on the corners. A dangerous situation here for the Capitals. Gonna need some magic to get out of this one without a scratch. Donahue once again the check over on Enzilla. Nothing to it. Oh, 2. This one popped up once again and will once again be over our heads. We'll wait for the clank on top of our roof. Doesn't seem like we're going to hear it. Sometimes we do, every now and then, depending on the catcher's reaction, which you saw Braden Meskill kind of looking up and then over at our press box. I wonder if it was going to hit us. It does not. So the 0-2 count still remaining here for Peter Longo. Breaking ball, not going to be in there. Called a ball on the outside. Longo's at bat continues. He went 1 for 3 yesterday with an RBI single. Or not yesterday, Thursday I really should say. Another breaking ball called a ball on John Donahue, so he's got a 2-2 count. He's 21 pitches into his day in his first inning of work as well. Fastball called strike out. The throw over to second for the stolen base. Still no call. I'm assuming safe. I suppose safe it will be. No call from TJ Berry out there in the infield, and I'm sure if he's not going to make any sporadic movements and scream out at us, then that'll often mean that the runner is safe. So now on comes Enrico Tofano, dodging out of the way of the first pitch. Was right at his knees, so it brings up a 1-0 count on him. 2 outs on the board, runners on second and third. Tofano was easily the best hitter for the Kings in game 1, went 2 for 4 with an RBI single as well. He's got a 1-1 count. Breaking ball, Tofano. Grounds right over to Dida, the shortstop, making the throw over to first. Is it in time? They're going to say it is. Joey Dida with the throw over to Eddie Apolina. And with runners on the corners and only 1 out to show for it, the Kings aren't able to get one in. The Capitals leave the first without a scratch, but also weren't able to scratch back. It's all nothing heading into the top of the second. We'll see you there. Welcome back here into the top of the second. After a 44-pitch first inning that only saw 1 hit and no runs scored. So both those teams were really making a threat at getting a runner home, but neither team able to do so. Regardless, elongating that first inning. Now up at the plate is Cole McGordy. We know what he's been able to do at this field once. He had that grand slam just about a week and a half ago. Much to the surprise of many who weren't aware of such a power hitter that Cole McGorty was, and myself included. I put my hand up. He's got a 1-0 count. Make that a 1-1. Nice breaking ball in there from Connor Calora, who is now 21 pitches into his day, through 19 in the first inning. Swing and a miss there from McGorty. He was swinging for the fences on that one, but an inside pitch brings up a 1-2 count. Calora winding up, fastball, and is fouled off. And that pitch will be inside, bring up a 2-2 count on Cole McGorty. McGorty headed into his 5th year at Kane University. Only saw 4 at-bats this past spring as he puts this one out into center field, right center, as Jordan Raba shuffling over at the end there. Bit of a slice on that hit. Raba making the grab for out number 1.
Number 7, the EH, Tyler Baraski.
So on comes Tyler Baraski, another one of the 2 voices you heard from the Trenton Capitals on our Jersey Baseball Nation broadcast yesterday of the ECCBL All-Star Game out in Quakertown. Baraski so far this summer is a .320 hitter for the Capitals, a team that has had its struggles with the bat in their hands, but a .320 hitter with an .833 OPS. He's got 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 3 walks. Plus this one sky high on the 1-1 count. Put it sky high to make it a 1-1 count, I should have said. That breaking ball is going to be in there, and I was right the first time. It was a 1-2, and that breaking ball is in there. First strike number 3, Connor Calora. Doing some incredible stuff on the mound right now. His 4th strikeout out of 5 outs. Now on comes Eddie Appolina, 7th in the order here for the Capitals. Breaking ball, catches him swinging just like Baraski did a pitch ago. Now the only negative part of Connor Calora's day is not being able to catch the ball when Peter Longo throws it back to him on the bump right there. It's been about 3 or 4 different times where you could blame it on Longo or blame it on Calora. We've had some mishaps where Calora is not able to make the grab, but regardless, he is absolutely shoving on the bump right now. Has an 0-2 count after that called strike. Fastball fine in the corner. 0-2 pitch on Appolina. That one's in the dirt. Eddie Appolina, 238 hitter. With 6 singles and 4 doubles. Grounds this one right over to Ty Mercado, who makes the throw over to first, making it look easy as pie. Ty Mercado was lights out at short in game number 1. Looking to set that same path for himself in game number 2.
After 1 1/2, the Caps nothing, the Kings nothing.
So heading into the bottom of the 2nd, it is a defensive showcase just like game 1 was as well. Much different feel than that Trenton Generals Mercer Mammoths doubleheader if you were following along early enough for that one. Where once again a reminder, it was a 20-3 combined win for the Mercer Mammoths over the Generals. Putting both of the 2 games together score-wise. But so far here today, we've seen just 5 combined runs through nearly 10 innings. It'll be 10 innings once we wrap up the bottom of the 2nd, which is coming your way after a quick word from our sponsor.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital X-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
Once again, a big thank you for Dr. Phil sponsoring our broadcast. The best Dr. Phil I know. Hip and knee specialist over there, so if anything's going wrong with those two parts, you know exactly who to go to. 0-1 count here. John Donahue is going to put that one in the dirt. Actually, just before the batter's box started. So it'll be a 1-1 count. Lucky that no one's on. Will Bethea is the man up at the plate. Dodges out of the way of that fastball. It's a 2-2 now on Bethea after that called strike. The post commit wrapped up his senior season at St. Thomas Aquinas. Swings on this one. That is sky high. John Donahue is calling for it. Donahue is making the grab. Pitcher coming down and making some fielder plays. We've seen him make fielder plays for the majority of when we've seen him so far this summer. Donahue usually playing outfield out there, but no, he's got an arm, and he showed it off this past spring with Montgomery, and we're sure he'll keep on showing it off. He makes the next step to college over there at Seton Hall. Another pop-up right here from Shoppy. No one's going to be able to make that grab. It's just barely foul. Tyler Shoppy still searching for his first hit of the summer. 0 for 18. He has 7 walks and 11 strikeouts, as well as a sac fly to add on, but has still yet to get a base hit here for the South Jersey Kings. Swings and misses at that one, and tack on another strikeout to his name. 12 on the summer, and the second out here in the bottom of the second.
Number 12, left fielder, Matthew Giuliano.
Moving right along through this order is John Donahue, putting that fastball way high. Good grab by Braden Meskel. Matthew Giuliano is the next man up, with the bottom of the order due up. Giuliano, 4 for 25 this summer, 160 average. That breaking ball is going to be finding the outside corner for a called strike one. It's a 1-1 count. 1-1 offering. They're going to say he checked and did not go around. There's a high fastball at Giuliano's face, or a little bit right of his face to give him some credit on half swinging the bat there. Didn't need to swing the bat on that one, though, for it to be called a strike. The breaking ball comes in there. Make it a 2-2 count. Two offering, finding the bottom right corner on that fastball. John Donahue making short work here in the bottom of the second. 3 up, 3 down for the South Jersey Kings. Both of these pitchers are showing out here on this hot and humid and sunny Sunday night in Ewing, New Jersey. Top of the third coming your way between the Trenton Capitals and the South Jersey Kings. Right after this, we'll see you there.
See what he has here.
It's not about not failing. It's how you bounce back. Can he bounce back right here? No. Instead, Committer will get this one down. Looking to tie the game up. Ray Mulhern coming home. Jack Hughes rounding third. Can the Mammoths win it? Hughes comes all the way home. And the Mercer Mammoths with a 7-6 win over the South Jersey Kings. A 3 RBI double off the bat of Joe Committer. Welcome home, big guy. Hasn't been able to play at this field for quite some time now. Wrapped up his career with the Vikings over a season ago. But he is just as good as the Long time no see, folks. Welcome back here into the top of the sixth. Connor Kalora still on the mound for the South Jersey Kings. And if you're able to witness what he was just able to do in the top of the fifth, it was something of magic. Bases loaded, no outs. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Connor Kalora escaping that inning as the Kings still hold on to this now 2-0 lead. After scoring 1 run on the wild pitch last inning. Cole McGordy, for anyone wondering, is the pitcher on the mound out there for the Trenton Capitals. Kalora facing Jack Gill, starting off with a 1-1 count after that called strike. Gill gonna line this one just barely foul along the left field line. Boy, it was looking good for a second there. Jack Gill is 1 for 2 today. After that ball is going to be just outside, bringing up a 2-2 count. Boy, that's a close one to call. Kalora, man, he has just been painting the corners and also just tossing something right down the middle because he has confidence in his defense and confidence in his arm. He was throwing in the high 80s just last inning. Gonna get a time called by Jack Gill. Gill, a .212 hitter on the summer. Just 7 hits, one of them being a double. That pitch is low and gonna be a ball 3. Full count coming up here for Gill. Swung on right over to Mercado, the shortstop. Ty Mercado making the throw over to first and getting out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. The South Jersey Kings continue to shut down the Capitals offense here today. Five total hits, 1 walk that the Caps have been able to achieve thus far. First pitch to Jack Mislin is outside. Mislin is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. There's only 3 players on the Capitals team that have not been struck out by Connor Kalora today. As I mentioned before, Mislin, this is just his 3rd game of the summer. That breaking ball is going to be in there for a called strike too. My goodness, Connor Kalora. 86 pitches in. Andrew Shank is getting warm out there for the Kings. The 1-2, just outside for a 2-2 count. So curious to see what Kalora's pitch count limit might be. Sometimes we see it at 105, 115, or sometimes even 95 for guys. So maybe he's just 8 pitches away. As this one's grounded right over to Enrico Tofano, stumbling with it, fumbling with it. And that is not going to be out, number 2, Tofano. An E5 on him out there at third base. Putting Mislin on first for the first time today. And of course, errors are always going to be tough to watch. But especially now, when you're trying to keep Kalora out there as long as possible, an error is the last possible thing you want to be seeing. So now on comes Cole McGordy, a little pitcher-on-pitcher duel right here. McGordy has been really solid as well for the Capitals in the mound as he swings at the second breaking ball and nothing to it. Boy, oh boy, Connor Kalora. The fastballs, the breaking balls, everything is working his way tonight. Cole McGordy getting some dirt on his glasses there. And it's one of just 5 players with a hit today. And also one of 3 players that has not been struck out by Kalora today. He's got an 0-2 count. Fastball, oh my goodness, that was coming in the low 90s right there. Instead it's going to be a 1-2 count. It was just a bit low. One-two offering. That fastball coming in hot at 88. But it's just a bit far outside for a 2-2 count. Breaking ball catches McGordy slipping. The swing and the miss from him. Now there's just 2 that have not been struck out by Kalora here tonight. Pitcher on pitcher battle, and the pitcher on the mound is the one winning it, as we would expect if Calora was up at the plate, with McGordy with the ball in his hands as well. So now on comes Tyler Baraski. 2 outs on the board, Mislin on first. Fastball outside. Connor Calora now at 94 pitches, so you wonder if he's a couple pitches away or if he's 11 pitches away, maybe 21 pitches away. We really won't know until we see that mound visit. Swing and a miss there from Baraski, bringing up a 1-1 count. Now 95 is usually a count limit we see. He just hit that. So it should be safe to assume he can go 105 and have that as the limit, or possibly 110, which is the ECCBL limit. So he's got 14 pitches remaining till the league limit is hit. 2-1 count, breaking ball, fouled off. Calora pleading for the strikeout right here, just so we could have 12 pitches remaining to come out in the 7th inning. Tyler Baraski also looking for his first hit of the day. He's been struck out in each of his 2 at-bats. Fastball goes away. Boy, it has just been a masterclass to watch Connor Calora on the mound today. The defensive showcase by both teams in both games as well. Fastball swung on, popped up sky high. Shoppy going to try and make the grab here. Won't be able to. That ball's a few yards past the fence. And it continues the at-bat. So Baraski, in favor of the Capitals, is lengthening out this at-bat, which is exactly what they want to hear. Andrew Shank is no easy pitcher to get by, but I think anyone would be easier than Connor Calora on the mound right now. His 100th pitch coming up right here. 3-2. Fastball low and in the dirt, and he'll walk Tyler Baraski. Not going to get a visit just yet, so we would have to assume that he is going to go for that 105 or 110 limit. He's 5 away from 105, 10 away from 110. King's hoping that he can finish off the inning and then would likely have Andrew Shank come in to start the top of the 7th. Starting off with a breaking ball on Eddie Apolina for called strike 1. Apolina 1 for 2 today is just one of those 2 players that has not been struck out just yet. He's now got a 1-1 count. Boy, that fastball coming in hot and just barely off the bottom right corner. Breaking ball coming in at 81. The 2-1 count here on Apolina. 7th in the order of this 10-man order. So could have the bottom of the order due up if he gets the out right here. Breaking ball, popped up out of shallow right field. Buchanan chasing it down. Instead it's going to be Inzilla, the second baseman, coming in to make the grab. Still not a single run scored by the Capitals here in game number 2. And it seems as though that might have just been the game for Connor Calora. And if it was, I am safe to say that it is one of the best ECCBL pitching performances we have seen this summer. We have seen in either of the last 2 summers here at Moody Park. Connor Calora just put on a defensive and pitching showcase for us. And it is very likely his last inning of work. Who knows? Maybe he comes out and throws 7 balls before Andrew Shank has to come in. But regardless, an absolute showcase that he just put on for us here at Moody Park. Pitching 6 innings, going 103 pitches, and looking darn good doing it. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, Kings lead 2-0. Cole McGordy back up on the mound when we return.
First baseman, number 44.
And welcome you back here. Cole McGorty back up at the plate. Or back up at the mound, I should say. It's Tyler Shoppy up at the plate. McGorty out there for his second inning of work. Shoppy here. It's bottom of the order. 2 up for the Kings. Shoppy the 7th. As he swings and misses at that fastball from the hand of Cole McGorty. That ball's going to be outside. Bring up a 1-1 count on Tyler Shoppy. Committed to transfer to LaSalle University. Dropped up his sophomore season at RCSJ Cumberland. A 324 hitter for them. But he's still looking for his first hit this summer, and he won't get it right there. That one headed straight for his back, and Cole McGorty apologizing to Shoppy on his way over to first, which is always good to see. Usually you see pitchers mad at themselves and not even worrying about the hitter, but McGorty checking in on him.
Giuliano.
And now on steps Matthew Giuliano. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. It does have a walk, as that breaking ball is going to be in there for a called strike 1. Boy, McGorty just looks fantastic right now as well. Can't confidently say he looks as good as Calera. As off goes Shoppy. That one's going to be called a ball, and Shoppy will take second base. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Lights are shining bright. A gibbous moon, if my 3rd grade science teacher is doing me correct, is out on the sky. That's a swing and a miss there from Matthew Giuliano. Now, if you ask me to tell you if it's a waxing or waning gibbous moon, I could not tell you. I believe it's waning. That is going to be my educated guess. Go ahead and look it up and prove me wrong. Feel free, as that 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Matthew Giuliano. His second strikeout today.
Number 26, shortstop, Ty Mercado.
And now on comes Ty Mercado, yet another batter who is 0 for 2 today. Seems like we could say that about nearly every single player that steps up to the plate. Bottom of the order here. Mercado has put both of his at-bats into play as he swings hard and misses at the first pitch from McGorty. So able to say he has not been struck out. One of only 2 players in this Kings order to say that. Him alongside Buchanan. He's got a 0-1 pitch coming up here. It's going to be inside for ball 1. 1-1 count. Ty Mercado heading into a sophomore season at Harford Community College. A .333 hitter in his freshman season with a .493 on-base percentage as that ball goes inside for a 2-1 count. Mercado has been fantastic out in the field at shortstop for the Kings so far today, as has nearly every single fielder for them. Really a defensive masterclass. I mean, the highlight is, of course, on the mound with Connor Calera. But regardless, the Kings all around have been incredible defensively. This one fouled off. He's going to bring up a 2-2 count on Ty Mercado. Standing at 5'8", 167. Mercado, a .217 hitter so far this summer. 5 hits with 1 double. 1 RBI to his name as well. Only 1 walk and 8 strikeouts. Got a 2-2 here. Holds himself back and a smart move at it. Brings up a 3-2 count as that fastball was a few inches outside of the strike zone there. McGorty nearing 50 pitches on the day here in his second inning of work. Full count pitch. Swing and fouled off by Mercado. Was ready to say that he missed, but just barely getting a sliver of that ball on the end of his bat. And continuing this at-bat. So a win here for the South Jersey Kings would have them tied with the Trenton Generals at second in the Southern Division. As Mercado pops this one way up and is going to foul it off over into our Moody Park parking lot. But the Kings stand at 9-11-1 now in the South, and after the Generals lost both of their games to the Mercer Mammoths starting us off today in the morning and early afternoon, they now sit at 10-11-2, whereas the Kings could make it a 10-11-1 record. It would put the Generals technically above the Kings with that second tie, but both records would be tied in terms of wins and losses. The 3-2 on Mercado is inside, and it'll walk about onto first, so runners on first and second. Mercado on first, Shoppy on second. Back to the top of the order in Jordan Raba.
Number 2, center fielder Jordan Raba.
Oh, really? Yeah, correct that. Okay. So now on comes Jordan Raba, easily the best hitter in this one for the Kings. 2 for 3 with 1 run to his name as well. No RBIs. The only player with an RBI for the Kings is Austin Buchanan. He's 1 for 2 with that RBI single, but Raba also has a double to his name on one of these 2 hits. Here's the 1-0 from McGordy. Fastball, going to clip that bottom left corner. Bringing up a 1-1 count on Raba. Jordan Raba led Mercer County Community College with a .430 average and an 1131 OPS this past spring in his freshman season, along with 19 doubles and 66 runs. Breaking ball is going to be just outside for a 2-1 count. Mercer County Community College baseball making the Super Regionals before falling to Lackawanna. Community College they were, soon to be just Lackawanna College as they move into the NCAA. 2-1 count here for Raba. He fouls that one off. But Lackawanna, of course, was led by Jack Hughes, the first baseman we often see for the Mercer Mammoths, an ECCBL All-Star at it as well. Two count here. Swung on, popped up sky high. Mislin is going to be chasing it down. Really hustling next to the fence. Making the grab. Oh, nearly making the grab. Goes right through his glove. Can't be an error because it was a foul ball, but my goodness, Mislin had the second out in his glove. Let it drop right through. And Raba gets a second shot of redemption right here. Mislin losing the ball, you'd assume, when the lights shining here at Moody Park. To give him the benefit of the doubt, we'll say that. But boy, it's a tough one that you're sure that Cole McGordy is going to want to have back, especially if some runs score right here. 2-2 fastball, going to be outside. McGordy just seems exhausted, not by his arm or physically, just thinking that he has got so many of these balls that should be in there and called strikes, and he just hasn't had them go his way. That's sometimes the price you pay when you're trying to paint the corners, whether you're doing it successfully or not. 3-2 swung on by Raba out into left field. Looks like the out should be had regardless as Knapp makes the snag. And Shoppy stays at second. Mercado staying at first.
Number 7, right fielder Austin Buchanan.
So now on comes Austin Buchanan. As I mentioned before, the only batter with an RBI. And one of only 2 hitters to not be struck out by the Capitals pitching staff here today. He's 1 for 2 with a walk, which in a defensive game like this might as well be 3 for 3 with 2 doubles. He swings at the first pitch and has no 1 count. Kings looking for some insurance here to try and ensure that they won't be back up at the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss there from Buchanan as well. Quick 0-2 count. Cole McGordy working through Buchanan. He knows he has not struck him out just yet. He knows the Capitals as a whole haven't struck him out just yet, and he wants that right here. McGordy winding up, ready for his submarine toss in. It's going to be a breaking ball way outside. Boy, those sidearm pitches. I talked to Coach Mike Coryell yesterday at our ECCBL All-Star game. He says it is infinitely more difficult for a hitter to go up against one of these sidearm pitchers because that ball looks like it's in the strike zone all the way up until it's not. As Buchanan fouls that one off. But even those pitches that are clearly balls from up here, once we see it caught by Mescalo down there right behind the plate, I mean, as a hitter, you're assuming like, oh, that's coming right down the middle, right down the middle, right down the middle, and then, oh, no, but it just veered right. You got to make a split-second decision even quicker than you would against the pitchers maybe throwing in the high 80s. Now, McGordy is in the high 70s right now with these pitches, actually more closer to the mid-70s with these fastballs, but still looking similarly prolific as Connor Colera did just because of the way he's tossing it. And also his accuracy has been impeccable today. 1-2, fouled off. Some wind picking up here. McGordy now 60 pitches in. Here's the 1-2. Cutting it in there, but not quite close enough. Going to be just under the strike zone for a 2-2 count. 2 outs on the board. Austin Buchanan, the LaSalle commit, as are seemingly half the ECCBL. Boy, LaSalle is just building a powerhouse over there when it comes to this New Jersey and Pennsylvania talent. This one swung on out into right center. Mislin is not going to get there nearly in time. One run coming around in the form of Shoppy. Mercado is racing around third, rounding third, and heading home. Heading off to third base as well as Buchanan. A 2 RBI triple for Austin Buchanan. And the Kings double up their lead. It does not get much better than that. In a game like this, a 2 RBI triple doesn't even seem possible. Austin Buchanan does just that. And the Kings take a 4-0 lead. Still here in the bottom of the 6th. McGordy trying to bounce right back against Dom Manzilla right here. Fastball in the bottom left corner. And although Connor Colera's day is very, very likely done, the Kings got to feel really, really good about heading into the top of the 7th with at least a 4-run lead. Who knows if they keep this 2-out rally going as Dom Manzilla fouls that one off for an 0-2 count. McGordy now up to 63 pitches. Dominic Gonzilla, a Wagner commit out of Allentown High School, standing at 5'10", 190. 1 for 2 today with a strikeout. Here's his 0-2 offering. Ooh, fastball going to be just outside. Gonzilla's 1 for 2 with the strikeout like I mentioned and the walk. So getting on base 2 out of his 3 plate appearances, which again today, that is even more impressive than it would be on any other day. 1-2 pitch swung on, going to get right past McGordy, and the inning will continue. Buchanan will come home and make it a 5-0 ball game. A 2 RBI triple for Austin Buchanan, and he's rewarded by Dom Manzilla, letting him come home on that RBI single right up the middle.
Number 31, the catcher, Peter Longo.
And you hate to call these games, but 5-0 in a day like this for the Capitals offensively seems like a sure thing for the Kings. Peter Longo, a bit of a shocked face after it is said that he went around. So he's going to start off with an 0-1 count against Cole McGordy here. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and 1 walked here today. Swing and a miss on the second pitch as well. Cole McGordy has just had Peter Longo's name all day long. McGordy up to 66 pitches. Here's the 67th. Way out there. And it seems like Cole McGordy is fantastic when it comes to getting those first 2 pitches in the strike zone And maybe there's a foul ball, or maybe they're just two whiffs, or maybe they're just two called strikes. But after that 0-2 count, the 0-2 pitch seems to always be way outside to the right. Like he's trying to just fool the pitcher, fool the hitter. McGordy's not fooled. Instead, it's Longo for the third time today. His third strikeout, falling at 0 for 3. He's upset. The Kings are not. After a 3-run bottom of the 6th, the most runs we've seen scored in a single inning here across this entire doubleheader. The Kings lead 5-0 and hope to cap things off when we come back in the top of the 7th. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one on hand for you. And we'd like to remind you that this ECCBL doubleheader and the ECCBL is sponsored in part by Northfield Bank, proudly serving local communities since 1887 with branch locations across Mercer and Hunterdon counties. Northfield offers simply free checking with no minimum balance, no monthly fees, and no per-check charges. Northfield Bank customers also enjoy free online banking, mobile app access, and a free debit card for everyday purchases. For more information, please visit northfield.com or follow Northfield Bank on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Northfield Bank. Andrew Schenk on the mound, getting his warm-up pitches in. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsor. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, my name is Dr. Philip Glassner. I'm a hip and knee replacement specialist at Mid-Jersey Orthopedics. We're a multi-specialty orthopedic practice with offices in Flemington, Bridgewater, and Washington, New Jersey. We have 18 fellowship-trained specialists to take care of you from your neck down to your toes. We offer conservative management such as bracing, therapy, and injections through surgical interventions as well. Our goal is to keep you active and healthy and get you back in the game. We also offer on-site digital x-ray as well as MRI. We have evening and Saturday morning office hours to assist with convenient appointment times, as well as having walk-in appointments available. Call us or visit our website at midjerseyorthopedics.com so we can help you to live life better.
Catcher, number 30.
Bottom of the order due up here for the Capitals. Not exactly the ideal situation to be in when you have 3 outs to spare and 5 runs to score here in the top of the 7th. Braden Meskel is the first man up. Andrew Schenk starting him off with a strike in the bottom right corner. I'll make that 2 straight called strikes from Schenk. 0-2 count here on Meskel, who is 1 for 2 today. 0-2 pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. And Meskel kind of took a hop, almost ready to head back to his dugout, but had to once again realize that he just took a hop back from a pitch, so that's going to count in as a ball. Bring up a 1-2 count for him. Schenk loading up out of NJIT, and that one will be fouled off back. Andrew Schenk has only pitched for 5 outs so far this summer on June 24th against the Generals, where he faced 5 batters. He allowed 2 hits and struck out 1. This one from Mesco popped up sky high out into left field. Matthew Giuliano's chasing it down up against the fence, near the fence. It's going to stay fair and still be caught by Giuliano. Boy, I lost that one in the lights, but good thing Giuliano didn't, as out number 1 is now on the board here in the top of the 7th. Mesco really getting behind that one. We've seen a home run from him once this summer. Sitting around a 280 hitter.
Number 10, second baseman.
And has no extra base hits but that one home run we saw right here at Moody Park. So now on comes Austin Wright. And you guessed it, he is a LaSalle commit. Dropped up his high school career at Rancocas Valley. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Andrew Schenk looking real solid here for the Kings. Picking right up where Connor Calera left off. Next pitch in is going to be high. Austin Wright is 0 for 2 today. Just a 167 hitter on the summer. 3 for 18 with 3 singles. He's got 2 RBIs, 6 strikeouts compared to just 2 walks as well. He's got a 1-1 pitch coming up here. Breaking ball is going to go outside, bring up a 2-1 count. The 2-1 offering is going to be swung on and fouled off by Wright. Austin Wright batting 9th in the order here. Bottom of the order due up with Ditta. Like I said, he's 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout. And the same can be said for the man on deck and Joey Ditta. Here's the 2-2. Changeup is going to be low and inside. Full count pitch. This is a big one. Could really just crush the hopes and dreams of the Capitals right now, if there are any hopes and dreams, as they trail by 5. With just 2 outs to work with and no one on base. Here's Wright. Fastball high, and Wright will take his base.
Number 2, shortstop, Joey.
So Austin Wright is not going to let this be a 3-up, 3-down inning unless we see a double play action right here against Joey Ditta at the bottom of the order. First pitch to Ditta. Out into center field. Jordan Raba going to move over into shallow left center. Make the grab for out number 2. Boy, oh boy, the Kings are looking scary. Headed back to the top of the order now
Left fielder, Jake
with
Knapp.
Jake Knapp. Joey Ditta is now just 1 for 16 on the summer with the Trenton Capitals. On comes Knapp. He's 1 for 3 today, and those 2 at-bats he did not have a hit. He struck out both times. Takes a breaking ball outside for a ball 1 here. Knapp just a 103 hitter on the summer. 3 hits on 29 at-bats. All 3 were singles. Leadoff hitter here today for Trenton. Here's the 1-0 offering from Schenk. Fastball outside. Austin Wright staying patient over there on first base. 1 more out before the Kings can claim the 2nd spot in the South Division. This one lined out to center field. Raba chasing it down, and Raba hustling in to make the grab. The South Jersey Kings with the sweep over the Trenton Capitals here today. A defensive showcase. Not a single run scored in game number 2, and only 2 across 15 innings. Unbelievable stuff by the South Jersey Kings, and we saw 2 completely different doubleheaders here today. The Mercer Mammoths outscored the Trenton Generals 20-3 across their doubleheader, where the Mammoths swept the Generals. And now here come the Kings. I'm sure they tacked on some runs in this one, but it was a defensive showcase all around for both teams, really, and especially for the winners of both, the South Jersey Kings, who now improve to 10-11-1 and are 2nd in the Southern Division leapfrogging over the Trenton Generals. The Capitals still pretty firmly in last place, now at 7, 12, and 2.
Time of our game, 2 hours and 1 minute. And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for
So before we head out of here, we have to give our Toyota Player of the Game to the man who deserves it most. I don't even think there is a single person that comes close. Now, sure, you do have one hitter in Austin Buchanan. He went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That is actually a fantastic game from Buchanan, with the triple as well. But Connor Calera is the easiest pick I think I've ever had to make for our Toyota Player of the Game. He pitched 6 innings, threw 104 pitches, 71 of them were strikes. He allowed 5 hits in those 6 innings, not a single run. He only walked 2 batters and struck out 11. I mean, that is a high school stat line that we would be used to seeing from him in Bordentown High School, where he pitched 59 innings and allowed 87 strikeouts, that is. It's the same ratio that he just did against collegiate level talent, D1, D2, D3, all 3 stages. Connor Calera is all set to make the next step into collegiate baseball. That is for sure. An unbelievable performance by him today. 11 strikeouts again. LaSalle is getting a good one. There's a lot of good ones here in the ECCBL that they're getting. Connor Calera is among the best. Once again, the South Jersey Kings with a 5-0 win. Connor Calera, the starting pitcher who pitched 6 innings for them, is your Toyota Player of the Game. That's going to do it for us here today, folks. It has been a long one. It has been a fun one. We hope you enjoyed however much you may have watched. And if you really stuck around for all 4 games and every single inning of them, well, boy, we can't thank you enough. But no matter how much you watch, we always appreciate our listeners and our viewers. The South Division of the ECCBL was shaken up tonight. There's a couple weeks left before championship weekend rolls around. We can't wait for it. We know you can't either. Until we get there, though, Tuesday night, we're right back here at Moody Park. We'll see you then. For now, this has been Ben Chadwick with you for all 4 games here tonight. In the morning, afternoon, and now at 9:22 in the middle of the night on a Sunday. Wrapping things up here from Ewing, New Jersey. Good night, folks.